41.7 points per game. And we've been joined by Coach Philip Montgomery from Tulsa. The Golden Hurricane is 2-1 overall. Tulsa was in action this past Saturday against Oklahoma. Oklahoma won the game 52-38. Up next for the Golden Hurricane will be an open week. Their next game will be October 3rd against Houston. Coach, thank you so much for joining us on the call this morning. If you would take a minute to tie up the game over to Oklahoma and tell us your plans for the open date as you get ready to face Houston on the 3rd, please.
Yeah, I thought our guys played extremely hard. Fought all the way to the end there. Had opportunities early in the game and really had a really good opportunity there in the third quarter and the start of the fourth. Missed a couple of things offensively that we could have hit, but overall, I thought the team played well. We've got to do a little bit better job handling the quarterback. I thought Baker Mayfield played an outstanding game. I mean, it was just spot on with everything and made plays with his feet and his arms. So hats off to them. Played an extremely good game. Obviously, we're in the process of getting better, and so our guys got to continue to do that. So open week-wise, give us a chance to concentrate and get back healthy. We've got to do a good job in the classroom this week, and we've got a lot of tests and things going on, so we'll make sure our focus is there and getting back healthy and getting ready for Houston, who, is having an extremely good year, and Coach Herman and those guys have got them playing extremely well, so we've got our hands full.
We'll take questions for Coach Montgomery. Please star 1 on your telephone to join the queue, then the operator will introduce you.
And we'll go first to Ralph Russo with the Associated Press.
Hey, Coach Montgomery, how are you today?
Good, Ralph. How are you?
Good. Hey, you couldn't help but notice when you look at the total offense leaders in the country, there's something in common there, and it's Baylor, Tulsa, and Bowling Green right up at the top. And I'm wondering, obviously you guys are all playing at least a similar offense, if not the same offense. Well, first of all, how similar is what you are doing now to what you were doing at Baylor? And secondly, is there something about the offense in particular that makes the transition happen so quickly? I mean, a lot of the same players that you were being used last year were not as explosive and putting up the kind of numbers that they are this year.
Well, I think what we do offensively is a little bit unique. I think, from a base standpoint, I think all three of us are doing a lot of things that are similar. With that being said, everybody's got their own little twist to it, and it's got to be working towards the personnel that you have. And so, as far as our guys picking it up, a lot of that is just them putting in the time and the effort and the hours to get it done, and then giving guys opportunities to make plays. And our guys have bought into our system and what we're doing, and I think they're excited about it. I think they see the benefits from it. And, we're still making a lot of mistakes, but, overall, those are things that can be fixed, and it's going to take time, it's going to take reps. But our guys have put in a lot of time to try to get it right and to be able to use it the way we're using it. So I'm proud of them for that part of it. The system that we use, obviously we believe in it. So, that's half the battle.
And if I could ask just one quick follow-up, what, if anything, does Coach Briles, what does it say about Coach Briles and his ability to sort of, teach his assistants? And I mean, his tree is looking very powerful right now. What does it say about him that his assistants can go other places and be so successful?
Well, I think more than anything, it's your system, but it's how you use the players within your system, and that's what he's been great at. And so, he's an outstanding coach. He's a guy that has done a tremendous job no matter where he's been. He's been able to go into places and turn programs around, and that's what we're attempting to do here. And so, like I said, he's meant everything to me and has been my mentor all the way through it. And so it all reflects back on him, and it should.
Thanks, Philip.
Thank you.
And we'll go next to Dan Tortora with Dan Tortora Broadcast Media.
Hey, Coach. How you doing today?
I'm good, Dan. How are you?
Doing well, thanks for asking. To look at, biggest areas on defense, obviously the last game you were in had a lot of offense on both sides of it, and obviously a record day for Oklahoma. What are some of those key pieces on defense that you really want to key in on, knowing that you have some extra time before the next game?
Well, we had some opportunities to make a couple of plays in there. We had our hands on Baker a couple of different times that we let him get out of. We got to be sure tacklers. We got some blitz things that are going in that, we just didn't execute well, and those are just the little things that you got to do. You can't allow a team like Oklahoma to get, that much time or that many looks at a different thing. And so we'll focus in on those things. We'll get our guys back healthy. I mean, we're 3 starters down going into it, and so I think we'll have those guys back. I mean, that's the hope at least, and that'll definitely be a big factor for us. But, our guys we got some guys that are in over there, and they're in a new scheme, and they're picking it up well. But, you got to give Oklahoma credit. Baker was extremely good. They're big up front. They've got 2 running backs back there that can really do some damage, and then they're talented at receiver. And so they're a talented group, and, we'll keep working and grinding and getting better.
And then as far as quarterback Dane Evans, I mean, despite the loss, over 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns to no interceptions, and obviously spread the ball out against a top 25 team. What can you say about him and what he's done? Because statistically on paper, he made very few mistakes. So, I mean, what did you take away from his performance?
Well, I thought he played an excellent ball game. He really did. I mean, threw the ball extremely well, was smart with it, put it in a good area. Our receivers did a great job of getting open off front. I think we only gave up 1 sack, which is a tremendous effort against that front. And, when you talk about Stryker and those guys and the blitz packages that they're doing. And so I thought that was an excellent job by our guys up front. He played a really good game. He threw the ball tremendously well. He was very accurate for the majority of the game. We had a couple of reads, obviously, that we'd want back, and we missed a couple of plays that we had open down the field that could have been, a difference maker for us. And so the thing that I love about, Dane that I've said from day one is he's a fierce competitor, and he's always looking to get better. And so we'll come in and we'll correct those things and go back out on the practice field and try to improve on what we did.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And really, any other questions for Coach Montgomery, please? And Coach, well, thank you for your time. Look forward to talking to you again next Monday.
All right. Thank you all.
Okay. That's Coach Philip Montgomery from Tulsa. Again, the Golden Hurricane.